comments, we ask those people who made the comments to ensure that they're covered.
She said.
What was she saying?
Or did anybody make any comments that aren't covered by this recommendation?
So Carrie, to be clear, are we saying specific zoning areas and basically label them like A, B, C, and D?
You're solving it, and our job is to recommend that. It could be, that could be.
Well, I was saying that because if we're like, we want to keep one area residential, but yet if we want some businesses like Deb says, some coffee shops to walk to, and then Brian points out, but it's closing down at 8 o'clock at night, they're not going to be able to do it. So that would be one way to kind of achieve that, because it would keep that out of the residential section and kind of keep it concentrate in the business area, but it would still allow other people time to go in there and do it. So if you make a business too restrictive, they're not even gonna think about it.
The comp plan, I think we're talking only about this C section, where we would create a different zoning district for this area.
It's kind of gross.
So it is sort of an A.
Yes, because it goes through
And
turnover.
then, long after we're all gone, then you may move it.
Mike, right?
Just,
Yeah. 2 minutes?
Summerfield
Okay.
unless you want to insert one.
So does it help us or hurt us to limit it if we know that this comp plan and everything we're talking about may be revised in 15 years again? Right, I mean, the next time this gets done, it's gonna be a long time from now. Should it be, should we be too, yeah, I won't be here, but are we making it too specific, I guess is where I'm going. If we try and really focus on, well, it's only between this street and this street, versus saying, well, it could happen anywhere on the road over time.
We don't move that fast, so I can go
Well, the idea is that we focus on where the growth pressure has been and has been requested, which is pretty much in this area historically. And when you look at your comp plan again, you ask questions like, have there been a lot of requests for commercial development here? Do we need to extend it down there further?
Right, because,
And in the meantime, it controls it
but in the last year, you started to see that at Auburn Road, right?
right
I
here.
mean, we've got the new medical park or whatever, I don't know what to call that, yeah, Brown's office, and then you're gonna have a dentist office across the street from that, I think, right now? It's been approved to do something, so you're starting to,
Those are
it feels like
actually,
you're starting to move down the street already.
everything
You
from
have houses
here,
right beyond that.
these are actually in the 20 scenic corridor from here down. So those scenic corridor standards are being applied to those businesses right now, just because of their proximity.
So we've got about 30 seconds left before public comment. Is that a form of kind of recommendation or anything further to define that planning board recommendation? We'll get a chance to also revisit this at a future meeting too, if that's.
Well, we'll have next week or the next meeting to continue on
Yes.
this week. So what, Carrie, one thing I'd recommend is everyone make sure that your comments, when Carrie sends this out again, make sure, because I mean, there are,
There's a lot of
I
comments.
can't even count all the lines of comments that filter up into this one recommendation. So make sure what Carrie has put in here, when she sends it out tomorrow or whenever it is, Monday,
Make sure it really covers it. And-
matches whatever. If not, then we need to have that discussion at the next meeting.
And we can add to this language if you want to list the things that you're concerned about. And I think it's good to remember what, are we sure that we don't want to put some kind of overlay on all of Summerfield Road, I think is the idea.
That's why I was kind of going,
Yeah,
sorry.
we want to let it all go and only focus on, or we also want to.
Sorry, we always get second chance.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up
So let's,
policy area 9 or 10, I mean, at the next meeting. We're gonna hopefully have someone from the education side of things come and present to us. And then we will have policy area what for homework? Is that 9?
9.
So we're gonna do that in advance now, even though we wanted to have this happen.
We've got the other.
Oh, we have 11
So
also.
it's 9 and 11. I think we actually sent homework
did
for
do 11.
anyone who wanted to start doing it,
Okay.
but let's go ahead and make it due, because that seems like the only way people are gonna do it.
Yeah, so 11 will be due, and then 9, I'd like everyone to read 9 at least while the school people are here, so you can have your thinking what you should be asking the school representative. And
We hope
then
to get them
the-
there.
one thing I gotta say is, everyone tonight participated, and I really appreciate that.
Ah, that's good. Sorry.
And
I'm sorry to hear that.
Beth, thank you very much again for taking on the secretarial. Okay, we have public, did anyone want to talk about anything else before we go to public comments?
Do you have time to talk about the survey or no?
I don't think it's going to give us justice if we just give it a minute to talk about it.
I'm happy to email out the results. I mean, I'm just reporting what you guys said, so.
Yeah, can we trade you in? Or can we trade Bill in?
No, I do want to, I actually want to attend the school meeting. I'm fascinated. I hope the speaker comes.
Let's pull hard to have
Yeah,
both of you reach out again.
I guess they've just been slammed, but yeah, it's been tough to get confirmation.
We had them until the close of the day, and if someone was coming. Okay, and then we'll
Yeah, I
talk
think Bill is
about,
scheduled for the next.
we'll talk about that first week of April meeting, what we want to do with that. So look at, bring your calendars to the next meeting also. Okay, public comments, Gail, you're up.
Gail Dom, Mayor of Summerfield. Tonight was a lot of fun. The attractive community appearance. I wish all of the meetings could be that easy, but it was a lot of fun tonight. And I think about the Summerfield road plan, and the town has been talking about this as long as I've lived here. Carrie's always worked really hard at this. We had a special committee dedicated to that, and everyone's been looking at this, and there are so many challenges. And now, of course, there's a proposed A and Y trail, all the sections of C and D, which would be, if it's pure A and Y, it's 10 to 12 foot wide trail, plus the easement, it could be as much as 20 feet wide. So there's a major bicycle path now being planned on C and D. And the residential area has always, they all just want to keep it residential. They like their stone walls. And even when I have heard in the past, they were so keen on sidewalks. They like the residential area the way it is. It's very charming. Except everyone would still like to bury the power lines, and that still is not cost effective.
Thank you. See you in 2 weeks. We're going to do 11.
If we don't have
parking lot layout. Our city. Okay, were you happy with it? Just want somebody to look at it and knew what they were talking about.